I don't know how lucky I'm going to be, but I am going hunting for cicadas today. In all reality, I don't expect to be very successful. Now, in all reality, I don't expect to be very successful in finding any because I've not seen any or heard any anywhere I've been so far. And I read a thing from the county extension office this morning that said we're probably not going to see very many in Madison County, but it's cooled off today. It's no longer in the 90s. It was 70 degrees when I left the house, so at least it's a good day to be out at the park. The honeysuckles are absolutely in bloom right now. I can smell them from here. The creek is very dry. Actually, there's more water in it today because we've had some rain. And look what I have just walked up on. You see him? Shell is pretty. Look at that. That's one of the prettiest turtles I think I've ever seen. I know you're scared of me. I ain't gonna bother you. I'm gonna leave you alone now. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh, the creek. The creek actually has more water in it than it has for the past 2 or 3 weeks because it's rained the past 3 days. But we've been very, very dry. This is the same creek that runs behind Josh and Izzy's house, and it was bone dry last time I was over there. So for anybody that's new to the channel, I'm at Brushy Fork Park. That's off of Scaffold Cane Road in Berea, just down the hill from Boone Tavern. If you're not new to the channel, you probably already know that because I'm here a lot. This gives you a pretty good idea of how dry the creek has been. Like there would be water here right now, not real deep, but this would be water. This is usually what the creeks look like during dog days when you don't get in the creek. I probably need to watch for snakes because there's been a lot of people talking about they've seen them lately crossing the road and stuff. Everybody thinks they're looking for water where it's been so dry. Hopefully they got enough from this rain and they ain't gonna bother me while I'm out today. Or the ticks. Ugh. If you listen, you hear a squirrel that's not real happy. I think he spotted me. Maybe still. Maybe you can hear it. All right, went. Look how dark the water is down there where it ain't moving. I tell you, it looks like dog days except everything's green. I'm going to guess that finding somebody's pants on a park trail is not a good sign. Whatever the reason for them sitting there, probably wasn't a good one. Or if they pooped in them. If you look on the ground, you see these bright yellow and orange things. Those come off the tulip poplar trees. And that's our state tree. Our state tree used to be the coffee tree, and for some reason they changed it. I have no idea why. Even with no water, it's still pretty. Of course, the train's gonna come and disrupt the ambiance. If I remember correctly, this was the spot in the video where I used the Randonautica app where I found the homeless camp. Because I remember the ferns. And I want to think it was over the hill behind the ferns. I can't remember. Those ferns sure look happy, don't they? They're bright. I bet the homeless camp thing was right over here. I think it was right down in there because the ferns are right there. Apparently they saw my video and got their stuff and moved. I don't know why, but that's giving me the creeps. So I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. I don't know why that makes me feel weird. Okay, that little seat that I just saw, ever since I turned one of these curves up here, I felt like somebody is watching me for some reason. And I could be wrong, but it feels odd. Seeing that seat and everything being in the vicinity that it is, I'm gonna go back this way. Plus, there's more rain coming, so I probably don't need to get too terribly far from the car, just in case. I should probably mention that I have been looking at the trees to see if I see any cicadas. Like I said, our extension office says we're not going to get many. And I've heard so many different things about when's the best time to find them. I've heard early afternoon, late afternoon, evening, right before dark. I've heard when it's raining, right after it rains, when there's not been any rain. I have no idea. Remember talking about blackberry winter, and that's when the blackberries bloom? Look at these. The blackberry blooms are crazy this year. They're all up this side of the trail. All over in there. I might take y'all blackberry picking this year. I don't know how they're going to be at our farm because we've been seeing fewer and fewer wild blackberries at the farm over the years. So we'll go look. If not, we might sneak down here and eat us some. Now, something really interesting about this park that I don't think I've ever mentioned in a vlog, and should, is something that a lot of people in town are probably going to say I'm crazy or I'm making it up, but it is the truth. One time when I was doing research, there was an old newspaper article. I can't remember from when, but it was old, about the original Olmsted plan for the town. The Olmsted brothers laid out the original plan for the town, and the area down here at Brushy Fork Park was designated as a zoo. Which I'd say that'd been pretty cool if we had a zoo in town. I'd probably live there or get caged up in it. Look at all the blackberries. More. I just come down here and eat. What are you doing out here today? It's raining. It's wet out. He don't seem too bothered by me, does he? You gonna do what you gotta do making blackberries, bud. Cool. Here's a pretty cool butterfly. I think I scared him. It's cool. You get off his gravel, I'm probably gonna run over you. There you go. When I left Brushy Fork, I was gonna go to another park and try to look for cicadas there, but it started raining, so my hunt got cut kind of short. Wasn't a bad day at the park at all. But my sister brought up something that either I've never heard before, or if I've heard it before, I've forgotten. So there's a legend or an old wives' tale or whatever you want to call it about letters that appear in the wings of the cicadas. So if you hold a cicada by its head with its tail pointing down, you can look near the tip of the wing and you'll either see a P or a W. Now the legend goes, if you see a W, it's foretelling war, and if you see a P, it's foretelling peace. Now I looked this up online. There's not a whole lot online about it, but I also found that P means plague, 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 plague. M means there's gonna be more locusts. And there were some other like funny ones. If you see a Z, that means the zombies are coming or whatever. Like I said, if I've heard this before, I have forgotten it. So I'm really curious. See if any of you all out there have heard this before about the letters on the wings of the cicada. If you have, let me know in the comments, because I was pretty intrigued by it. Until next time, everybody take care. Talk to you later.